machine threatened to invade Britain. In daylight air raids, the RAF fought off the Nazi sky fleet, shooting down hundreds of German planes. And Germany did not get the control of the air necessary for invasion. Then the bombing continued as sheer destruction. King George and Queen Elizabeth become...
You there! Put out that light! Don't you know there's a war going on?
Just trying to find our seats, Mum.
That doesn't affect the blackout. Oh, Hitler sees that torch, he'll bomb us all to bits.
We're not scared of Hitler, Mum.
England's at war with Germany, so we're going to the country because London's having bombs dropped on it. Evacuees, eh? All right, let's see the tickets. Your names are?
Peter.
Peter. Susan.
Edmund.
Edmund. And Lucy. And our second name is Pevensey. All right, in you hop now, Pevensey. The train's ready. No blacks, mind. Good luck, kids. Your Dustin has been less than satisfactory, ladies. If it is not improved, you will be replaced. Dawn, I will be checking your cleaning areas. You know what happens if they're not up to my standards. So, you'll be the evacuees. We're the Pevensies. How nice. Ration boxes, you please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I suppose I'll find room for you.
Of course we will.
Professor.
We'll find a couple of rooms for them. Let me see. You'll be Peter,
Sir.
and the lovely Susan.
Yes, sir.
Edgar,
No, Edmund.
Edmund, and Lucy.
Yes, sir.
I am Professor Kirk. This is my house, and behold, this is my housekeeper, Mrs. Macready. I find it wise to obey her in most things. See what I mean? And these are my maids, Ivy,
Good day, children.
Margaret,
Hello, dearies.
and Betty.
Hello, Bob.
I hope your stay here will be happy and exciting.
Thank you, sir.
Good firm handshake, young man. Well, I'm off to hide in my study and work, so I will say good night.
Good night, sir.
Mrs. Macready will show you to your rooms after you've had a bite to eat.
This way, children. You three, to the kitchen. The lassies will sleep in there, and the laddies over there. You'll find the necessaries under your beds. Now, the one thing I will ask is to please remember, you're to keep out of the way whenever I take a tour party throughout the house.
Just as if any one of us would want to waste half the morning trailing around the crowd of strange grown-ups.
Then we had agreed. Good night, sleep tight, and mind the beasties don't bite. Good night.
We've fallen on our feet, and no mistake. This is going to be perfectly splendid. That old chap will let us do anything we like.
I think he's an older dear.
Oh, Susan, come off it. Don't go on talking like that again.
Like what? And anyway, it's time you were in bed.
Trying to talk like mother. And who are you to say I'm to go to bed? Go to bed yourself.
Hadn't we all better go to bed? There's sure to be a row
I tell you, this is the sort of place where no one's going to mind what we do. And anyway, it's about a 10-minute walk from here down to that dining room, and any amount of stairs and passages in between.
What's that noise?
It's only a bird, silly.
It's an owl. This is going to be a wonderful place for birds. You might find anything in a place like this. Do you see those mountains that begin below? And the woods? There might be eagles, stags, hawks.
Badgers?
Snakes.
Foxes?
Then to bed with us. Come on, Edmund. Good night, girls.
Good night! Children, rise it up with you now! That is but a steady rain falling. My goodness, it's so thick that you cannot see neither the mountain, nor the woods, nor the stream in the garden. Children, now! Breakfast is at 9 sharp. Mind you're not late.
Of course it would be raining.
Do stop rambling, Edmund. 10 to 1, it'll clear up within an hour or so. In the meantime, there's a wireless and lots of books.
Not for me. I'm going to explore the house.
Oh, I like that. Good idea.
Come along, then.
Why not? Hey, it's the mama.
Let's take it to bed.
Let's go in here. Oh, look, the library.
No one cares about books, Susan.
Shut up, Edmund. Oh, look, the ruined hills are hung with green.
And there's a harp in the corner.
Wow. Read the me. Room after room after room.
And all of them lined with books.
More stats.
Oh no! What is that? Please don't fall. Thank you, Susan. Huh? I wonder what has spooked this door. Just one tiny little room.
It's empty.
Except for the wardrobe. I think I'll go back down to the library and look through some books.
Come on, Ed. Let's explore the basement.
But I'd rather go outside.
Well, it's raining. Come on, who knows what we'll find out there.
Fine, but only till you go outside.
Don't get lost. It's almost time for lunch.
Oh, Susan, stop talking like mother.
It's probably not. Oh! Only rolls. What? Hundreds of pence. It's very foolish to shut yourself in a strange wardrobe. Okay. What's that crazy? Is that a waterfall? What? It's just like a bright to me. And it's so slow. I can see the room through the wardrobe. It's daylight there. Nighttime here. I can always get back if anything goes wrong. Curiouser and curiouser. Why would anyone put a lamp in the middle of a wood? Ah!
Goodness gracious me.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Let me help you. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. I don't mean to be inquisitive, but should I be right in thinking that you are a daughter of Eve?
My name is Lucy.
So you are, forgive me, you are what they call a girl.
Of course I'm a girl.
So you are in fact human.
Of course I am.
To be sure, to be sure. How stupid of me. But I've never met a son of Adam, a daughter of Eve before, and I am delighted, that is to say, delighted. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tumnus.
I'm very pleased to meet you, Mr. Tumnus.
What are you doing?
You're supposed to shake it.
Why?
It's how we greet one another.
All right, if you insist. May I ask you, O Lucy, how you come into Narnia?
Narnia? What's that?
Why, all this is Narnia. All that lies between that lamppost and the great castle of Cair Paravel is the land of Narnia. And you've come into the wild woods of the West.
I got it through the wardrobe in the spare room.
If only I had worked harder at geography as a young fawn, then I should know all about these strange countries. It is too late now.
But there aren't countries at all. It's only back there. It's summer there.
Meanwhile, it is winter in Narnia. It has been for ever so long. But we'll both catch cold if we stand here talking in the snow. Oh, Lucy, from the far land of Spain, where eternal summer reigns in wardrobe, would you care to take tea with me?
Thank you, Mr. Thomas, but I ought to be getting back.
Oh, but it's only just round the corner. There'll be a roaring fire, and sardines and toast, and sugar-topped cake.
Well, I can't stay long.
All right. Would you mind holding my packages while I open my umbrella?
Of course.
Now, off we go. Oh,
I'm so
silly.
sorry.
Now,
Have you got it?
I've got it. Thank you. Off we go. My humble home. After you, daughter of Eve.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. What a lovely painting. Is that you?
Why, no, that's my father.
Oh, you look just like him.
Oh, but we're nothing alike, really. Please take a seat while I prepare the tea.
Okay. Nymphs and their waves, the life and love of unicorns. It's mine and Nick. We haven't got any of these back home.
Now, daughter of Eve, I wasn't sure what you would like, so I've done everything. Hard-boiled eggs, sardines and toast, butter toast, and to finish, some sugar-topped cake.
Oh, that'll do. What's it like, Mr. Thomas, living in Narnia?
Narnia. Oh, you would have loved Narnia in the spring, but it is winter.
But winter isn't all bad. There's always Christmas.
We haven't had Christmas for over 100 years.
No presents for 100 years.
Oh, but like I said, you would love Narnia in the spring. The dryads and the naiads would dance all night, but they never got tired. And the music. Oh, such music. Would you like to hear some now?
Oh, yes, please.
All right.
I'm so glad I met you, Mr. Thomas. You're such a nice fawn. And your music makes me feel so warm, sleepy. Mr. Thomas, I think I ought to be getting home. Mr. Thomas, whatever's wrong? Oh, here. Mr. Thomas, don't you hear well? Mr. Thomas, stop it! Stop it, please! Oh. Mr. Thomas! Stop it at once! You ought to be ashamed of yourself, a brave big fawn like you!
I don't suppose there's ever been a worse fawn since the beginning of the world.
What have you done?
My father would never have done a thing like this. I'm in the pay of the White Witch.
The White Witch? Who is she?
Why, she's the one who keeps all Narnia under her thumb. She's the one who makes it always winter and never Christmas. Think of that.
How awful! But what does she pay you for?
I'm a kidnapper. I'm supposed to kidnap innocent children and bring them to her.
I'm sure you wouldn't do anything of the sort.
But I am doing it at this very moment. You are the child I was supposed to kidnap. The White Witch told me that if I ever saw any human children, I was to kidnap them and bring them to her.
Oh, but you won't, Mr. Thomas. You really mustn't.
But if I don't, she's sure to find out. She will cut off my tail and saw off my horns and pluck out my beard. It's even worse. She will wave her magic wand and turn me to a stone statue.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Thomas, but please let me go home.
Oh, of course I will, dear. I didn't know what humans were like, but now that I know you, I can't hand you to the White Witch. If I see you to the lamppost, can you find your way back?
I think so.
All right, dear. You must go. And you must be quiet. Even some of the trees on her side. Now. Here's the lamppost. Do you know your way from here?
Yes, there's the wardrobe.
All right, then off you go as quickly as you can. But can you ever forgive me for what I meant to do to you?
Of course I can. I hope you won't get into too much trouble because of me.
Never mind that, dear. Go, please. And perhaps we keep that handkerchief.
Of course. Goodbye, Mr. Thomas.
Goodbye, Lucy.
I'm here. I come back. I'm all right. What on earth are you talking about, Lucy? Why, haven't you all been wondering where I've been?
So you've been hiding, have you? Poor Lou. Hiding and nobody noticed.
But I've been away for hours and hours.
Batty. Quite batty.
What do you mean, Lou?
What I said. It was just after breakfast when I went into the wardrobe, and I've been away for hours and hours. I had tea. All sorts of things happened. Don't be silly, Lucy. We've only come out to this room a moment ago, and you are here then.
You are just making up a story for fun, aren't you, Lou? And why shouldn't she?
But I'm not. It's a magic wardrobe, and there's a wood inside it, and it's snowing, and a fawn, and a witch, and it's called Narnia. Come and see.
I suppose we'd better.
Now, go on and see for yourself. Why, you goose! It's just an ordinary wardrobe. You can see the back of it.
Solid wood.
Like Lucy's head.
That's enough, Ed. A jolly good host, Lou. You heartily taken us in. I must admit, we half believed you.
But it wasn't a hoax. Really and truly. It was all different a moment ago. Honestly, it was.
Come on, Lou. You've had your joke. Drop it.
Perhaps we should go talk to her. She's never made up stories before.
Oh, Susan, why must you sound like Mother?
Be quiet, Edmund. Let's go find Lou. And don't jerk her anymore.
Another nasty wet day.
Let's make the best of it. How about a game of hide and go seek?
That sounds wonderful. I'll be it.
And who knows, Lucy? Maybe you'll find another country hidden in a cupboard.
Why are you such a nasty beast? Don't go, Lou. Let's play the game.
I'll play. Anything to hide your kid. Then on you'll go. I'll count to 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 50, 51, 52, 59, 100, 100, 100. The others think I'm telling a lie. Maybe I am. I'm beginning to wonder whether Narnia, Mr. Tungus, wasn't a dream after all. I want to have one more look inside.
She thinks I'm Susan come to catch her, so she's keeping quiet in the back. Boo! Lucy! Lucy, you're crazy! There's a big old water bucket, yellow big old water bucket. Lucy! Lucy, where are you? I'll bring you this water that way. Lucy! Where are you? Lucy! Oh, thank goodness the door must have swung open of its own accord. Lucy! Lucy, where are you? I'm sorry I didn't believe you. Lucy, do come out. It's me, Edmund. Do come out to make your parks? Just like a girl, skulking around and won't accept the fella's apology.
What is that?
You there!
Who, me?
Yes, you! Kneel in the presence of the mighty ruler of Narnia!
But I am kneeling.
Lower! That's more like that!
And what, pray, are you?
My name is Edmund.
That's how you address a queen.
I beg your pardon, Your Majesty, I didn't know.
Oh, he didn't know!
Not know the Queen of Narnia? Ha! You shall know better hereafter. Now I repeat, what are you?
I don't understand, Your Majesty. I'm still in school, but it's the holidays now.
Yes, but what are you? Are you a great overgrown dwarf that has cut off its beard?
Are you?
No, Your Majesty. I never had a beard. I'm a boy.
A boy.
A boy.
You are a son of Adam.
A what?
I see you're an idiot, whatever else you may be. Answer me once and for all, or I shall lose my patience. Are you human?
Human? Yes, Your Majesty.
And how, pray, did you come to enter my dominion?
If you please, Your Majesty, I came in through a wardrobe.
Wardrobe?
A wardrobe.
What do you mean?
I opened the door and just found myself here, Your Majesty.
Door. Door from the world of men. I have heard of such things. This may wreck all.
Still, he is only one, easily dealt with. Still, it might do to see what he knows.
My oh, Jack. How cold you look. Come, sit with me here on the sledge. I'll touch my mantle around you and we can talk.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Something hot to drink?
Something warm to drink.
Yes, please, Your Majesty.
Do you like it?
Oh, yes. It's very sweet and foamy and creamy. It warms you right down to your toes.
'Tis Giles, son of Adam, to drink without eating. What would you like best to eat?
Turkish delight, please, Your Majesty.
Then Turkish delight it shall be. Turkish delight.
Turkish delight.
Ooh.
Do you live all alone in your world, son of Adam?
Oh no, I've got one brother and two sisters.
2 sons of Adam, 2 daughters of Eve.
Boy, that's 4.
One of my sisters already came to Narnia. She said she went to a school called, Tumnus.
A phone. Do all the people in your world know about Narnia?
Oh no, only me and my brother and my two sisters know anything at all about it.
Are you sure they are just only 4?
Yes, I already said that. I never tasted anything so Turkish before.
2 sons of Adam, 2 daughters of Eve, neither more nor less?
Yes, I already said that. The more I eat, the more I want to eat.
He is falling under my spell. He does not know we'll kill him if he keeps eating.
Does your majesty remember the great prophecy, the 4 thrones, Caer Paravel?
No! We have caught one of them and we will capture all 4. Son of Adam, I should so much like to meet your brother and your 2 sisters. Would you bring them to me?
I'll try.
Because if you did come, bringing them with you, of course, I'd be able to give you more Turkish delight.
Why can't we go to your house now?
Oh, it's a lovely place, my house. There are whole rooms full of Turkish delight.
Whole rooms full.
Once more, I have no children of my own. I want a nice boy that I could bring up as a prince. As prince, he would be king of Narnia when I am gone. He would wear a golden crown and a Turkish delight all day long. Edmund, you are much the cleverest and handsomest young man I've ever met. I would like to make you the prince. Someday, of course, when you brought the others to visit me.
Why not now?
First, I want to meet your charming relations. You will be king one day, but a king must have noble courtiers. I'll make your brother a duke and your sisters duchesses.
Why? There's nothing special about them.
But once in my house, you might forget about this. Go back to your country now and come to me another day. With them, you understand. 'Tis no good coming without them.
No good.
Please, your majesty, I don't know the way home.
It's easy. You see that lamp?
Yes.
This is the way to the world of men. Look the other way. Can you see those 2 hills rising between the trees?
I think so.
My house is between those 2 hills. Next time you come, walk through the woods till you reach it. But remember, bring the others with you. I would be very angry if you came alone.
Very angry.
Once more, you need to tell them about me. Make it a surprise for them. That fawn may have told your sister nasty stories about you.
Nasty stories.
Please, your majesty, could I have one piece of Turkish delight to eat on the way home?
No! You must wait until next time. Onwards! Next time, darling. Come soon. Oh, Edward! St. Cotton too!
All right, you were right. I'll say I'm sorry if you like, but where on earth have you been? I've been looking for you for hours and hours.
I've been having lunch with dear Mr. Tumnus. The White Witch hasn't punished him for letting me go, so she can't have found out.
The White Witch, who is that?
She's perfectly terrible. She calls herself the Queen of Narnia, but she has no right to be queen at all. All the fauns and dryads and naiads and dwarves and animals, at least all the good ones, simply hate her. And she turns people into stone. And she's made of magic so that it's always winter but never Christmas.
Who told you all this?
Mr. Tumnus the Fawn.
Well, you can't believe what fawns say.
Who said so?
Everybody knows it. Just ask anyone. But it's poor sport standing here in the cold. Let's go home.
Yes, let's. Oh, Edmund, I'm glad you got it too. Yes, we'll have to bleed in Narnia now.
Well, here's the wardrobe.
You do look awful, Edmund. Don't you feel well?
I'm fine. Let's just go home.
Yes, come on. What wonderful adventures we'll all have. Now that all 4 of us are in it together.
nothing there, really. That's the worst of young kids. They're always...
Look here! Shut up! You've been perfectly beasted to do ever since you started this nonsense about the wardrobe. And now, you're playing games instead of your off game.
But it's all nonsense!
Of course it's all nonsense! That's just the point! It was perfectly alright before, but down here, she seems to be either going back in the head or else turning into a frightful liar. What good will you do by doing that to one day and encouraging her the next?
I thought...
You didn't think at all. It's just spite. You've always been beastly that everyone's smaller than you. We've seen that at school.
You stop it! A row between you two won't help. Lou? Lucy? Won't you talk to us? I don't care what you think! Don't care what you say! You can tell the professor on! You can write to mother! I know I might have fallen in Narnia, and I wish I'd stayed there! And you all please! Please!
I'll be in my room.
Peter! I think there's something really wrong with her.
Yes, she's never been like this. We'd better tell the professor. He'll write to father if he thinks there's something really wrong. Come on.
What do you need, children?
It's about Lucy, sir. We think she's ill.
Well, at least very muddled. She told us she'd been through the wardrobe in that little room and found herself in a snowy country called Narnia.
On that she met a fawn there and had tea with him. We thought she was making it up for fun, but what she swears is true.
And now she claims she's been back to Narnia, this time with Edmund.
And of course, Edmund says it was just a game.
But we all know you can't walk through a wardrobe and find yourself in a magic country. But Lucy gets angry when anyone doubts her story. And now she hates all of us.
How do you know your sister's story is not true?
Oh, but Edmund said they were only pretending.
That is a point which deserves very careful consideration. For instance, does your experience lead you to regard your brother or your sister as the more reliable? Which is the more truthful?
That's the funny thing, Professor. Up till now, I'd have said Lucy every time.
I'd say the same as Peter, but it couldn't be true. All this about having tea with the fawn.
That is more than I know, but a charge of lying against someone who you've always found truthful is a very serious thing indeed.
Perhaps it's not lying. Perhaps there's something wrong with Lucy.
Madness, you mean? Oh, make your mind's easy about that. One just has to look at her and talk to her to see that she is not mad.
But then,
Logic. Why don't you teach logic at these schools? There are only three possibilities. Either your sister's telling lies, or she is mad, or she is telling the truth. You know she doesn't tell lies, and it's obvious she is not mad. Therefore, we must assume she's telling the truth.
But if it's real, why doesn't everyone find this country every time they go to the wardrobe? There was nothing there when we looked. Even Lucy didn't pretend there was.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, sir, if things are real, they're there all the time.
Are they?
but Lucy didn't have any time to go anywhere. She came running after us the moment we left the room and pretended she'd have been away for hours.
That is the very thing which makes her story so likely to be true. If there were a door in this house that leads to some other world, I should not be surprised if that other world had a full different time of its own. So that, however long you stay there, would not take up any of our time. If she were pretending, she would have hid for a reasonably long time before coming out to tell her story.
So, you mean there could be other worlds all over the place, just round the corner, like that?
Nothing is more one plan which no one has yet suggested, which is railroad travel.
What's that?
We might all try minding our own business.
All right then. From now on, we're going to be much nicer to Lucy. I'll make sure anyone stops jeering at her.
And all keep quiet about the wardrobe. Peter! Ed! Look out! Here comes the Macready and a whole gang with her!
I'm right out of
The
anything.
shop's away.
We begin our tune under fine painting by the artist Ray. And who are the children on the horse with wings? That is a work of pure imagination by the painter.
And the beautiful landscape in which they are flying, what country is that?
Considering the British have no sense of imagination, probably Scotland, laddie. Now, walk this way. We should be safe in here.
She doesn't usually.
How fast is she doing? And down here, you'll find the Irish parlour. Please note the haunted heart. What makes it haunted? Oh. Sometimes it plays all by itself with nobody else around. Ooh. Walk this way. So many rooms, so many books. How many rooms are there? 147.
How many bathrooms?
Only 2. 3 to count the bush outside.
Quick, up here.
Follow those trippers.
Here, that's staying the wardrobe room till they pass. Oh no.
Stop whining,
They
Lucy.
won't come in here. This room isn't usually open to visitors.
Quick, here they come. In you go.
Enough.
Don't push me. Oh, I wish Miss Greedy would hurry up and take all those people away. I'm getting all cross.
What on earth is Maricopa?
Precious footballs in the coat pocket.
How do you know?
I didn't work. Don't worry, I didn't want to in.
There's something sticky in my back. Susan, shoot yourself.
I'm not touching you. Sorry, please.
Get your coat, Susan.
Shut up, Esmond.
Let's get out. They've all gone.
What's the matter? I'm sitting against the tree. And if you like, over here.
You're right. Trees are around. And this wet stuff, it's snow. I do believe we've gotten into Lucy's wood after all. I apologize for not believing you. Shake hands.
Of course. What do we do next?
Explore the wood.
It's pretty cold. Better put on some coats.
They're not ours.
Oh, I'm sure no one will mind. It's not like we're taking them out of the house. We shan't even take them out of the wardrobe.
I never thought of that, Sue.
Wait a minute. This is a girl's coat.
We know.
Shouldn't we go a bit more to the left if we're aiming for the lamp post?
What? So you were here with Lucy, and you made out that she was telling lies of all the poisonous little beasts.
Where are we going anyway?
I think Lucy should be the leader. Goodness knows she deserves it.
What about Mr. Tunnis? He's the nice boy I told you about. This way!
I'll pay you out for this. Bunch of stuck-up, self-satisfied pigs.
Come on, this way! Oh no! Oh, Mr. Thomas! 'Twas a lovely cave.
This is a washout. No good in coming here.
Look at this! All the plates and cups are broken. And this painting of Mr. Thomas's father! It's all been slashed to pieces!
There's something here, but I can't read it in this light.
Then let's go inside!
The former occupant of these premises, Fawn Tumnus, is under arrest and awaiting trial on a charge of high treason against Her Imperial Majesty James, Queen of Narnia. Also, of comforting Her Majesty's enemies and fraternizing with humans. Signed, Margaret, Captain of the Secret Police. Long live the Queen.
I don't much like Narnia.
Who's this Queen, Lou?
She's perfectly terrible. She calls herself the Queen, but she's not. She's the White Witch. And she turns people into stone. And she's made of magic so that it's always winter and never Christmas. I don't like this place after all. It's getting colder every minute and we've got nothing to eat. And it's not safe here. Let's go home. I know, but we can't. That poor Fawn is in trouble because of me. He hid me from the witch and he showed me the way home. That's what it means by comforting the Queen's enemies and fraternizing with humans. We must try to rescue him.
We can't do anything. We haven't got any food.
Shut up, you! What do you think, Susan?
I wish we'd never come. But Lucy's right. We must try and help save this Fawn.
I agree. If only we knew where they've taken him.
If you're not still too high and mighty to listen to me, I have something to say which you better listen to.
What is it?
How do we know that the witch is good and that the Fawn is bad?
One saved Lucy.
That's what he said, but how do we know?
I was there.
Well, now we're lost. What do we do now?
Look,
What?
something's moving. Over there.
I see. Just behind Thomas's house.
What is it?
I don't know. Something that doesn't want to be seen.
Let's go home.
Where's home?
What is that thing? Some kind of animal.
It's a beaver. You can tell by the tail.
It's sort of beckoning us and telling us to be quiet.
Shall we follow it, Lucy?
I think it's a good beaver.
Yes, but how do we know?
We'll just have to risk it. I mean, we can't just stand here till we starve.
All right. Stick together. 4 of us should be a match for one beaver.
Are you the sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve?
Where some of them.
Shh! Not so loud, please. We're not safe even here. Who are you afraid of? There's nobody here but us!
Trees. Trees have ears. Good wolf. They're always listening. Most of them are on our side, but some would betray us. To her.
Yes, but how do we know that you're a friend?
Not meaning to be rude, Mr. Beaver, but you see, we're strangers in Narnia. Quite right. Quite right.
Here's me token.
It's my handkerchief, the one I gave to Paul, Mr. Tumnus.
Right.
Just before he was arrested, he handed it to me. He said that if anything happened to him, I was to find you and take you to you. And he said, Aslan is on the move. Perhaps it's already landed.
Aslan?
But what about Mr. Tumnus? Where is he?
Not here. I must take you where we can have a real talk. Also, dinner.
yet.
Those 2 hills. That must be where she lives.
Here we are, and it looks as if Mrs. Beaver's expecting us. All lead the way. We're back, Mrs. Beaver. I found you. The son's are bottom and the daughters are here.
You'll get us all warmed up! You can cry, dear. And you get the potatoes down muzzle, Mr. Beaver. Come on, hold it. Mr. Beaver, make yourself useful. Set the table. It's not that hard. I'm sure you can figure it out. Mr. Beaver, have you ever set a table in your life?
Only for the last 35 years. Let us give thanks. For what we are about to receive, we are most grateful. Amen. Now enjoy the meal.
We're very grateful for your hospitality,
Oh, yes, it's very thoughtful. It's lovely.
aren't we, Ed?
I prefer Turkish delight.
What? Dear?
He said it looks perfect. He's delighted.
Let's get down to business. It's snowing again. That's all the better. Anyone following you won't find any tracks.
Please, what's happened to Mr. Tumnus? A very bad business. He was taken off by the secret police. But where have they taken him? They were last seen headed northwards. And we all know what that means. No, we don't. It means they were taken into her house. But what did they do to him?
It's hard to say for sure. Not many go in there, come out again. Statues. They say her courtyard's filled with stone statues. People she's turned into stone.
But can't anybody help us? What about Mr. Tumnus?
You can't go to the witch's house, love. Your only chance of saving him is to keep well clear of her.
Could we have some stratagem? I mean, couldn't we just have peddlers or oh, hang it all. There must be something we can do, Mr. Beaver. This fawn's safe for my sister. We can't just leave it to be turned to stone.
It's no good, son of Al. You of all people. But now that Aslan's on the move,
Oh yes, tell us.
About Aslan! Who is Aslan?
who's Aslan? Well, don't you know? He's the king. He's the lord of the old woods. But not often here, you must understand. Never in my time, or my father's time.
But the word has reached us that he has come back. He is in Narnia at this moment. He'll settle the White Witch. It's Aslan, not you, that will save Mr. Tumnus.
But won't she turn him into stone too?
Lord love you, son of Al. What a simple thing to say. Turn Aslan into stone. If she gets down on her 2 feet and look him in the face, it'll be the most she can do and more than I expect of her. No, he'll put it all right.
As it says in an old rhyme in these parts, wrong will be right when Aslan comes in sight. At the sound of his roar, sorrows will be no more. When he bares his teeth, winter will meet its death. And when he shakes his mane, we will have spring again. Is he a man?
Aslan a man? Certainly not. I tell you, he's the lord of the Allwood and the son of the great emperor beyond the sea. Don't you know he was the king of beasts? Aslan is a lion. The lion. The great lion.
I thought he was a man. How feel nervous about meeting a lion? Have your will, dearie, and make no mistake. If there's anyone who can appear before Aslan without their knees knocking, they're either braver than most, or else just plain silly. Then he isn't safe.
Safe? Don't you hear what Mrs. Beaver tells you? Who said anything about safe? Of course he isn't safe. But he is good.
I'm longing to see him, even if I do feel frightened.
Right you are, son of Adam. And so you shall. Word has been sent. You are to meet Aslan tomorrow at the stone table.
Where's that?
Down river, a good step from here. I'll take you.
Can't anybody help us with Mr. Tumnus?
The quickest way to help him is by going to meet Aslan, dearie. Once he's with us, we can be
Why? What's that got to do with us?
That's another of the old rhymes. When Arkham's flesh and Arkham's bone sits in Cair Paravel enthroned, the evil time will be over and done.
What does that mean? Adam's flesh and Adam's bone?
It means humans.
You're the first humans ever to come to Narnia in our time.
What? Isn't the witch herself human?
I'd like you to believe it. She's not a real drop of human blood now.
And there's another prophecy. Down at Cair Paravel, that's the castle on the seacoast. There are 4 thrones. And when 2 sons of Adam and 2 daughters of Eve sit in those thrones, not only will it mean the end of the witch's reign, but a life.
That's why I ought to be so careful. She about you 4, your lives will be worth the shake of your whiskers.
Where's Edmund?
How long have we gone?
Who saw him last?
Is he outside? Ed!
Edmund!
Edmund! Edmund! Edmund, where are you? Ed, please do come back! Edmund!
Edmund!
Oh, it's perfectly dreadful! I wish we'd never come!
What can we do, Mr. Beaver?
Do? You must get out of this at once. We haven't a moment to spare.
You're right. We'd better find a force-search
There's
party.
no point in looking for him. But he can't be far away!
But we know where he's gone. He's gone to the White Witch. He's betrayed us all.
Oh, surely he can't!
Can't he?
Will he know the way?
Has he been in this country before?
Yes.
Did he tell you what he'd done?
No, he didn't.
Then mark my words. He's gone to the White Witch and joined us all. I didn't like to mention it before, he being your brother-in-law, but the moment I set my eyes on him, I says to myself, treacherous. He had the look of one who had spoken with him and eaten at food. You can always tell these folk when you've lived long in Narnia. Something about their eye.
We must go look for him, Mr. Beaver. He is our brother after all, even if he is a little beast.
You can't go to the witch's house. Your only chance of saving him is to keep one clear of her. How do you mean? As long as Edmund's the only one she's got, she'll keep him alive as bait to catch the rest of you. Can't anybody help us?
Only Aslan. We'll meet him tomorrow. He's our only hope.
It seems important to know just when your brother slipped away. How much you can tell the witch depends on how much he earned. Had we started talking about Aslan before he left? He was here then. He asked if the witch could turn Aslan into stone.
So he did. The little beast.
Worse and worse. Was he here when I told you we were to meet Aslan at the stone table?
I don't know.
I didn't see him go. He must have crept out. I don't know where. The moment Edmund tells her we're here, she'll set out to catch us. So she'll be here in about 20 minutes.
You're right, Mrs. Beaver. We must be off. We
You're
haven't
right.
a moment to spare.
You're right, Mr. Beaver. There's not a moment.
Come on, we haven't a moment.
Well, I don't want to forget the packet of tea. And we've got sugar and matches. That's 1, 2, 3. What are you doing, Mrs. Beaver? Packing a load for each of us. There's a long, cold journey ahead. But she'll be here any minute. Don't get fussing. There's a dear. We'll each take one of these clean handkerchiefs for the journey.
Handkerchiefs or not, we best be out of this, Mrs. Beaver.
Don't you fuss with me, Mr. Beaver. Here you are, let's have each to keep you going. Oh, please do come on. Oh, get ready now. I suppose my sewing machine's too heavy to bring.
A great deal too heavy. You couldn't use it on the right, could you?
I can't abide with the thought of that which fiddling with it and breaking it as likely as not. Oh, please do hurry. All right, come on, don't linger.
Hey, why are these animals standing so still? So, folks, start the walking. Wait a minute. You're all covered in snow. Good thing they're only statues. Hello, Wolf.
Start, stranger, and tell me who you are.
If you please, sir, my name is Edmund.
I am Morgan, captain of the secret police.
I'm the son of Adam. Her Majesty met in the wood the other day, and I've come to bring her news that my brother and 2 sisters are in Narnia now. They're quite close, in fact, at Mr. and Mrs. Beaver's house. She said she wanted to see them.
I will tell her, Majesty. Stand still on the threshold as you value your life.
There. I wonder what the witch, the queen, will do to the others. I don't really want them turned into stone statues. But I do want to be a prince, and then someday a king. I can pay Peter back for calling me a beast. I mustn't be afraid. Try to think of something nice. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Oh yes, Turkish delight. Turkish delight. Turkish.
Come in, fortunate favorite of the queen, or else not so fortunate. Come in and meet the Queen of Narnia. She's here, Your Majesty.
Bring in the little fool.
I've come, Your Majesty. Is something wrong?
How dare you come out? Did I not tell you to bring the others with you?
Answer the great queen.
Oh, please, Your Majesty, I did the best I could. Mr. and Mrs. Beaver's house.
Is this all your news, son of Adam?
No, the Beavers say Aslan is on the moon.
Aslan?
And then they're going to meet him at the stone table.
Is this true? If I point out that you are lying to me?
I'm just repeating what they said.
We must make ready for a journey.
Everything is prepared, Your Majesty.
Please, Your Majesty. Could I have some more Turkish delight? You said...
Silence! Fool! Still. Bring the human creature food and drink. It will not do to have the brat fainting along the way.
Come get your num-nums, little prince.
This is stale bread and mucky water. I don't want dry bread.
Eat and drink, boy!
Yes. I'm sorry.
You'll be glad enough of it before you taste bread again.
Walter, take with you the Swifterseer wolves to the house of the Beavers. Kill whatever you find there. Then make all speed to the stone table and wait for me.
I hear and obey, O Queen.
You! Make ready our sledge and use the harness without bells.
The harness without bells.
say that now. This is an old hiding place for beavers in bad times. And a great secret.
If you hadn't all been in such a plaguey fuss when we were starting, I'd have brought some pillows for everyone. That's all right, Mrs. Beaver. We were in a hurry.
Pillows are not the best eat some shut-eye.
What?
Listen,
What time is it?
storm. Sounds like the witch's flesh.
I know.
I'm gonna go out and see which way she goes.
Has she seen her?
Hey! Hey! In there! Come out! Oh, this is a nasty knock for the witch, all right? My power's crumbling already.
What do you mean, Mr. Beaver?
You know how she may always winter, but never Christmas? We'll just look and see.
I've come at last. She's kept me on for a long time, but I've got it at last. The witch's magic is wicked. Aslan is on the move. But now for your presents. Mrs. Beaver, you will have a fine new sewing.
In there?
Oh, of course not. I'll drop it off at your house as I pass by.
If you please, sir, it's locked up.
Oh, locks and bolts make no difference to me. And Mr. Beaver, when you go home, you'll find your dam finished and well made.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Beaver, leave him alone.
Peter, Adam, sir,
Yes, sir.
this is your present. It is a tool, not a toy. The time to use it may be well at hand.